Hi, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to create some water droplet sounds in Vital. So first of all, create a new instance of Vital. I have one here. My init preset comes up with basic shapes as the default. So in concept it's really quite a simple sound. Essentially it's just really a pitch modulated sine. So to that end, let's assign LFO1 to pitch. Let's leave it there. It's 48 semitones. That sounds about right. We can always adjust it later, but let's leave it there for now. You can kind of already hear that it's going to sound like a water droplet, even just with that. The next thing we need to do is conceptualize what a water droplet does when it hits the ground. So essentially it drops down very quickly, it hits the ground and makes the first sound, then the sound dies away, and then it bounces back up again for the splash, essentially. Let's leave this on trigger. You can have it time synced, but I just prefer to use seconds. Let's turn this down something very small, but we'll play it back at the same time. I obviously need MIDI there. Let's turn this down a bit. Smooth down. You can hear that it's clicking, so let's play with the envelope a bit. We now need to fine tune the LFO. The first one I put in was just a basic guide, so let's fine tune it, make it sound a bit more natural, shall we say. Let's see what it sounds like an octave up. That sounds better, so let's leave it +12. Let's now go to a delay, put a very small delay on. Let's turn this to seconds. So just by adjusting that manually, you can see how much of a difference that makes to the sound. It really gives it that bubbly effect. So what we can do is we can add a random 1 to the time. Turn it right down, we only want a tiny bit. Now let's add a sample and hold, and we'll put it to freeze, which will essentially be a note on random. Let's turn this to stereo. And then add random 2 to the second one. Again, turn it down. Doesn't need to be the same amount. In fact, it's probably better that it's not. It'll give a bit of variation. We'll still have variation anyway because we're using a different random. Again, sample and hold, freeze. Let's give a bit of movement to the feedback depth. Let's add random 3 to that. So we're getting there. Let's take out some low end while we're here. I do think that the droplet is a bit too constant every time. So we need to do a bit of variation there. Let's add random 3 to pitch. Let's keep it at 36. We need to make this bipolar though. Let's try 24. Now let's get back to 36. I like the movement. So you can hear that every one of those now is different. We can go further with that movement with adding a filter. Let's put the filter right at the start before the delay. Let's make it 24 dB. You can see that if we play with this blend at the top, it goes from a bandpass to a high pass. You can hear the difference that makes on the sound. It essentially cuts the highs out of it. So let's add that to a note on random. So now we're really getting there with the movement. So let's now take that even further. Let's assign each one of these randoms to the envelope. We'll assign a different one to a different parameter so that it's constantly moving. So random 1, let's just put to attack. It already has a bit of an attack there, so let's make that very, very small. Random 2, let's put to decay. And then random 3, let's put to sustain. That's really sounding nice now. We still don't have any reverb. Shame, shame, shame. So let's put that on after the delay. Let's take out the lows. Let's put the transpose to 24. I think we're there. I think that's it. Let's just put in a couple more here at random. Let's say one there, one there. Let's get rid of this one. And this one, let's put it, I don't know, here. Let's make this one longer also. And loop this back. And with the kick and bass. I did want to keep it all self-contained within Vital, but unfortunately I would love to have another delay in this because I'd like to have a 1/8 dotted at the end of all of that. So let's add Echo Boy here. Now let's play this back with that extra delay. So there we go, a water droplet in Vital. The trick when sequencing is to not overdo it. Just put in the occasional one here and there just to catch the attention. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.